guys, why does my lighting always have to change and everything gets overexposed? Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are. But today I thought I would do another type of vlog thing, majig, for you guys because the last two videos got a lot of traction, more than usual I should say, and I realized it's because maybe you guys are liking the content better, that it's in this vlog style and it's not so sit down one angle kind of like now. But I'm sorry, my arms, they get tired holding my phone, so I just put it down. I don't have that upper body strength requirement. But yeah, so I thought I would do another one of those because I do want to print out a new design that I made and see how the colors transfer over from the screen to the paper, because that is something you have to keep in mind when printing. So I want to do a little test print to see how that goes, and I also want to take some new product photos because I have a new print that I want to list in my Etsy shop. If you guys haven't checked it out, link will be in the description box below. You definitely should go check it out. And I want to list this new print on there because it's one of my favorites personally, and I'm really excited to get it up. So I want to take product photos and do my listing for today. So we kind of have a jam-packed day in terms of art, so let's get into it. As you guys can see, I throw earrings on and put my hair in 2 braids, and I feel like I'm automatically put together. I also have this massive bowl of honeydew because we do need sustenance to keep going today. I forgot to mention, but on top of everything I just listed, I also want to transform this sketch that I did in my sketchbook into a finished print just because it's really cute and I really like it. And I'm also going to show you guys a few of my recent sketchbook pages just because I've been having a style crisis, and I know there's a whole video on my channel about not worrying about your style, but here I am still worrying about it. I wouldn't call it worrying actually, it's just more of a I'm stuck situation, and I don't really know what I'm liking or what I'm gravitating towards, so I've been experimenting a lot, and I just want to show you guys some of that in my sketchbook just because looking back on those pages, I really like them, and it just makes me happy looking at it because art is about experimentation, and that is something I've struggled with, and I always stay in this one little box. So I'm kind of venturing out now and kind of liking it, so who knows. As you can tell, I've been really loving red pen here, so I'm in that red pen phase. It's very pleasing for me to see the spreads finished with all the red, and you're gonna see there are a lot of breaks in when I sketch. Like this was done from June 2nd to June 7th, so there are definitely a lot of breaks. I really love this one and the little ducky here. But this is also one of my favorite pages. I'm actually debating turning this sketch into a sticker. I already have a polished design, so maybe in this vlog you'll see I actually order them if I decide to do that. But this was a real reminder I need to work on my anatomy because from the waist up, that's what a nice sketch, but then you see the legs and it's like, what's happening here? So super fun. And this was done recently. I actually finished this sketch on, what is today? Today is Tuesday. I finished this on Sunday. That's just a little sketch of me because I graduated. Go check out the vlog if you want to see how that went. And again, style crisis. But I was working on this page last night and I actually really like the sketches here. I used a new pen instead of red because I want to change it up a bit. So I used this new Muji pen that I got, and it's very clicky, and I just like the design of it, and the ink is so nice and pigmented, so definitely recommend if you need a new pen. But yeah, those are just a few of the sketches I've been doing recently, and I think it's been going fairly well in terms of the experimentation because I'm really pushing myself creatively and it feels really nice. So that is a great start. I do want to try some new mediums because if you noticed, I was only really using pen and the Ohuhu markers that I always gravitate towards. So I do want to try some new mediums soon. But for now, I think just in terms of the subjects I'm drawing, we've been changing things up and it's been going pretty well. So yes, hopefully I have time to turn that sketch I wanted to, which was the girl with the flowers, into a finished piece, as well as order those stickers because that's also on my to-do list that I completely forgot about, like always. So this is the print design that I'm going to try printing out and seeing how that goes. I really like it. I can't tell you guys the last time I made a finished piece. It's just been a hot minute. So the fact that I was able to do this, it makes me really, really happy and proud looking at it, because I'm actually really, really happy with the outcome. It's not just a mild happiness or an average happiness. I'm actually really happy with how this came out. And I'm still experimenting with how I want to do shadows and highlights. But for now, this is a great start, and I'm really ecstatic with how this came out. When she uses big SAT words. So I decided to open up Word instead of Photoshop, just because Photoshop I use more for if I want to put multiple of the same design on a page. But since I'm only printing one copy as a tester and just for myself, I'm just going to use Word, because you can still adjust the saturation and sizing of the photo through Word, and it's just a little bit easier. So I'm just gonna do it through Word and print it and see how the colors come out. So that's what we're gonna do now. So for this copy, I upped the saturation to see how the tones were going to come out. And personally, I don't think it's too bad. It's definitely not as bright as it is on the screen, but I'm going to see what I can do and maybe adjust the brightness levels and the saturation a bit more and see how it comes out. So looking at these two, they look kind of the same to me. This one just has a much more yellow background, and this one is the Photoshop copy. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. So I find that when I adjust it, it's not coming out the way I want it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print the image as I'm seeing it, no adjustments, no nothing, and I'm going to see how that goes.
A few moments later.
This one looks way better, and I didn't really do anything to it. I'm so sorry for the construction noise, by the way, but this one looks way better. Moral of that story, don't get fancy and just do it the simple way instead of making adjustments and then wasting time. So when I'm making a print for myself or for the shop, I don't just use regular computer paper. I use watercolor paper, and I know that might seem a little weird, but it's only because it's a lot thicker and sturdier, so it's a way better quality. And story time, I bought this really nice thick cardstock paper, you know, the kind that makes that wobble sound when you wiggle it. That's how you know it's good quality. It was too thick for my printer, and it gets stuck and a paper jam every time I try to use it, so I've given up on that. And watercolor was the next best thing I found. I also have this cardstock that could possibly be another alternative, but personally I just like the texture of the watercolor paper a lot better, so that's what I use. But it is too big for my printer, so what I have to do is rip out a piece of... Oh, I ripped out half of the book. Super fun. Just rip out a piece of the paper, and you grab a piece of the computer paper, which I have to get up to get. Also, guys, I'm not waste, like this is not a waste of ink because I normally give my sample prints to my sister or one of my friends who keeps telling me that they want to pay for my items, but I'm not gonna let that happen because I feel too bad. So I normally just give them the sample print. That way it's a win-win for everyone. And yeah, it's not a waste of ink, guys. I promise. I promise I'm not killing trees out here. But what I do is I just line the computer paper up with the watercolor paper, and I grab a pencil and I just trace the line out. I just trace it out. And now we have a template, which you guys can't see, but you can see the lines. And now I'm just going to cut along the lines because it needs to fit in the printer. And this is the only way it's gonna happen. So it's a bit more tedious, but it is worth it. But now we have a nice piece of quality, durable paper. Hear the wobble sound? That's good paper. So now I'm going to just go put this in the printer, and then I can get to printing out my personal print. Okay, now we gotta go back and click print. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this bigger because I want to have a print to put on my wall. So I'm just going to make this bigger for myself, and we're gonna see how it prints. So I don't need Photoshop, I can close that now. And print. Okay. Before I do this though, I think I'm going to go calibrate my printer and realign it. That way there's no chance that the colors will be faded or have stripes through them. So I'm gonna do that before I actually print the print. The alignment page from last time. Guys, it is so pretty. I think I'm in love. Like, it's so pretty. But the only thing that I can critique is I think it's because I didn't clean the printer cartridges, which I learned last time that I should always do that before I print one of the designs, but I obviously haven't learned it well enough because I didn't do it this time. So that is the only real like flaw with this. There are just lines through it, but guys, it is so pretty. I love it, and especially on the watercolor paper, it just looks magical. And I think this might be one of my favorite designs yet. So something I like to do, even if it's just for me, I always like to sign my prints just because it gives it that personal touch. So I always just put my initials somewhere on the piece. Like on this one, I knocked over a box. Oh, I did it again. So here you can see I just put it on the corner of the piece. I also have my little noodle ink watermark situation just in case. And yeah, I am so happy with how this print came out. So now I can check that off of my to-do list. And I know that didn't seem like it took a lot of time, but it took about an hour and a half. So it took a lot longer than expected. I think it's just because I had to get the adjustments under control, which there was no need for adjustments, so lesson learned. but I'm really happy with how it came out. And something I've been also debating, guys, I'm so sorry, my arm is getting tired again. There we go. But something I've also been debating is whether I want to outsource my prints similar to how I do for my stickers. But I decided that I'm not at that point in my shop journey where I'm big enough and I'm getting orders all the time where I can outsource my prints. It's just not financially logical. It just doesn't make sense financially is what I'm trying to say, because that would be a big chunk of my money going into that, and I'm not at the point where I'm making big bucks off my Etsy shop and can afford to outsource my prints similar to my stickers. Stickers are a bit of a different situation. I don't have a means of doing it at home right now, but I would like to one day. But for now, outsourcing it just gives me the best quality, as well as it's a lot easier for me. So I would rather outsource stickers than outsource prints right now. It's just a lot more, I'm at a loss for words today, aren't I? It just makes more sense. So I'm going to save outsourcing my prints for farther on in my Etsy shop journey, but for right now, stickers are more than enough, which, speaking of, I'm going to order those stickers I was telling you guys about, so let's do that. When did my hair get this frizzy, and why is it such a mess now? Guys, I am so sorry. Right after the last clip, as soon as I clicked stop on my phone, it automatically died. So in the time it took for my phone to come back, I was looking through my design folder on Procreate of things I've already created, and I found this little bouquet of flowers that I made, and it's really cute, and I thought it would go really well with the sticker design I have picked out, so I'm thinking I'm gonna sell these two in like a set. So that is the plan right now, and I think we're gonna make it happen. This is the little flower bouquet I just worked on, and I'm not sure if I showed you guys the design for the sticker, but this was the original one that I was going to do today, but I figured I'll do both of these and sell them in a little bundle on my shop. This is not my iPad, it's my dad's iPad, and it's currently on 5% with the charger in the basement, so maybe turning that sketch into a finished design is gonna have to wait until another day. You guys are balancing on my knees right now, but I ordered the stickers and I'm really happy about it. I didn't order a large quantity just because I don't want to go splurging and then I'm stuck with all of these items and materials. So I'm ordering low quantities. I ordered 29 of each sticker just to see how it goes in the shop, and if it's a popular seller then I'll probably reorder it, but until then I don't have to cross that bridge, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's really cute and I'm very excited to get them in my hands. I am probably going to do an unboxing of that in my next vlog, video, whatever that may be. So look forward to that. And I didn't want to show you guys how I formatted it on the sticker app website just because I kind of want it to be a surprise. I know it's different on screen compared to in person, but still gotta have that little bit of suspense. And I'm reassessing my to-do list now because I am at that point in the day where I don't feel like doing anything, so I think we're gonna indulge in that a bit. And I'm probably gonna take my product photos on Thursday, and in terms of turning that sketch from my book into a print design, I'll either do that tonight or I'll do it Thursday as well because tomorrow I have work, so I won't have time. But if I don't feel like drawing or digitally drawing, I don't like to put that pressure on myself because I know it's not gonna, these construction workers are driving me bonkers, but I know it's not gonna turn out well and I'm not gonna have fun doing it, so there's really no point in me forcing myself. So I'll do it whenever I feel like, but latest it will be done on Thursday, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hi guys, it is currently Thursday afternoon. I was gonna say morning, but I caught myself. It's Thursday afternoon, and what have I accomplished for today? Absolutely nothing, but that is okay. You see, I'm struggling because I'm looking at myself here, but then I'm trying to look at the camera at you guys, so that's always a struggle, but we will overcome it. So, update on the product photo situation. I was under the impression that it was going to be sunny today. Woke up, I saw a bit of sunshine, I was like, okay, this will last. After I drank my tea, relaxed for a bit, here it is, cloudy and ready to rain soon. So I'm going to have to wait until another day to take my product photos, and unfortunately I don't have enough time in this vlog to show you guys that, because you know these videos go up on Saturday and I still have to edit everything. So I'm going to have to do my product photos in another video. I'll either do it separately and do a whole video on how I take my product photos, or I will just add it into another vlog at some point. But I do want to make sure that goes up on my channel at some point, because that's a big part of Etsy and I want you guys to see how I do that. It's nothing too complicated, but I still feel like it's important. And one of those key elements for when I take my photos is it's always sunny outside and I can get that nice sunshine. So we can't do it today, but I do have an update on how turning that sketch into a print is going. I got the line art done and I'm thinking I want to try something new, which I don't think I want to do line art for this one. I want to see how it would be just doing color. So I have to experiment with that, but the iPad is currently on 1%, like I feel it always is these days. So I do have to charge that, and I'm going to probably finish it up tomorrow or Sunday, because I do have work the next 2 days, but I have to see how that goes. So that is the update on that right now. I'm very sorry. I was excited to do my product photo little tutorial situation, but Mother Nature did not want to cooperate like always. What's new? So another day, another video, that will get done. But I think that's about it for today's video, guys. There's nothing too crazy going on today, and there's nothing that I direly need to vlog. I think I'm just going to spend this day working on my art a bit. I have been wanting to do some anatomy studies and experimenting with looking at a realistic photo and putting it into a cartoon style, so I think I'm just going to spend today doing that since I don't have anything else on the agenda. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog because I've been loving doing these. They're so much fun for me. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below and click that subscribe button. And if you want notifications for when I post next, make sure to click the bell icon for that. Thank you all so much for all the constant support. It means the world to me, and I will see you all in the next video.